Hello students, welcome back to my YouTube channel Sidhu Mathematics. Today in this video we will be going through model question papers released by Karnataka Board. Okay, all the questions will be MCQ based questions. You have to observe the options carefully and tick the answers. Okay, now let us start with basics. Okay, let us start with the first question, that is, if a pair of linear equations 3x plus 2ky is equal to 2 and 2x plus 5y plus 1 is equal to 0 are parallel to each other, then the value of k. In this question, we are given with two equations. What are those two equations? 3x plus 2ky is equal to 2 and the other one is 2x plus 5y plus 1 is equal to 0. It is said that these two lines are parallel to each other. Here we have to find the value of k. If two lines are parallel, then what is the condition? Let me explain. Let us assume that we are having two equations of linear equation. a1x plus b1y plus c1 equal to 0 and the other one is a2x plus b2y plus c2 equal to 0. These are the two equations. Okay. Now, when two lines are parallel, then what is the condition? a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 but not equal to c1 by c2. This is the condition. You should know all the three conditions of linear equations: when lines are intersecting, when lines are parallel, and when lines coincide. Okay, when lines are parallel, this will be the condition. Now let me explain. When lines intersect, what will be the condition? When lines intersect, the condition will be a1 by a2 not equal to b1 by b2. This condition works when two lines intersect. Okay. Now let me explain when two lines coincide. When two lines coincide, a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 is equal to c1 by c2. These are the three conditions. First one, second one, and third one. This condition when two lines coincide, this condition when two lines parallel, and this condition when two lines intersect. These are the three conditions. You should know all the three conditions. Please note down these three conditions. Now we will be using this one when two lines are parallel. Okay. Now I will rub the other two conditions. Please note down as soon as possible. Let me explain now. These are in the form of let us assume that this equation is in this form and this one is in this form. Now, what is a1 here? a1 is equal to 3. What is a2 here? a2 is equal to 2. And what is b1? b1 is equal to 2k. And what is b2? b2 is equal to 5. Okay. Now, we will find the value of k. a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2. Here we have to cross multiply. 5 3s are 15 is equal to 2 2s are 4k, and the value of k is 15 divided by 4. Go through once. Here we have found the value of k. The most important condition is, you should know this condition. When two lines are parallel, what will be the condition? a1 by a2 equal to b1 by b2 but not equal to c1 by c2. This is the most important condition. Okay. Now let us go to the second question. What is the second question? The pair of equations 2x minus 5y plus 4 is equal to 0 and 2x plus y minus 8 is equal to 0 has. Okay. I will rub this one. Please note as soon as possible. Please remember that this type of question will be definite question. You should know all the three conditions. If you have any doubt, please comment so that I can clear them. Now let us go to the second one. In the second question, we are given with two equations. One equation is 2x minus 5y plus 4 is equal to 0, and the other one is 2x plus y minus 8 is equal to 0. And the options given here are exactly two solutions, infinity, many solutions, a unique solution, and no solution. Now what we have to do here is we have to find all the ratios, that is a1 by a2, b1 by b2, and c1 by c2, and we have to compare this to the conditions that we know. When we compare, we will come to know that which condition this follows. Okay, now let me find a1 by a2. What is a1 by a2 here? 2 by 2. What is b1 by b2 here? Minus 5 by 1. What is c1 by c2 here? 4 by minus 8. Isn't it? Now a1 by a2 will be 2 gets cancelled. a1 by a2 is equal to 1 by 1. It is nothing but again 1. And what is b1 by b2? It is minus 5 by 1 itself. Again, what is c1 by c2? It is 4 ones are 4 twos are. It means minus 1 by 2. Now, please compare these things. What we will get here, which condition it follows. Go through once. Just now I explained all the three conditions. When lines intersect, when lines are parallel, and when lines coincide. Please go through once. Try to solve. Here, a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2. Of course, a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2. If a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2, then what is the condition? It means the two lines intersect. Intersecting lines. Intersecting lines means this. Okay. This is the meaning of intersecting lines. Line L1, line L2. There will be only one solution will be there. One solution means unique solution. The option here is option C is right. A unique solution. Please go through once. Please copy as soon as possible. Please make it fast. If any doubts, please don't hesitate to ask the doubts. Please comment. And please like the video, share the video as much as possible, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And again I am repeating, because so that it will revise. Okay, so that you can keep it in your mind easily. I will be repeating the things as much as possible so that you people can revise it easily. We will go with the third question. That is, here we have to find the value of x and y. When a point lies on a linear equation, 2x minus 3y is equal to 12. Here we have to find the value of x and y, and on the screen you can see the question. We are given with 4 options. Now here we have to try trial and error method. We have to try all the 4 options to find the value of x and y. Let us try one by one. When x is equal to 0 and y is equal to minus 3. See here, we have to substitute the value of x and y. When these two values, when we substitute in this equation, these two values must satisfy this whole equation. Okay. When x is equal to 0 and y equal to minus 3. 2 into 0, 0, minus into minus plus, 3 3 is 9. This is not equal to 12. It means the first option is wrong. Next, let us go to the next option. That is, when x is equal to 2 and y is equal to 3. Again we will substitute the value of x and y in this equation, that is this one. 2 into 2 minus 3 into 3. 2 2s are 4 minus 3 3s are 9. No, it will not satisfy the equation. Let us go to the third one. Options are x is equal to 3 and y is equal to minus 2. These values we have to substitute in this equation. 2 into 3 minus 3 into minus 2. 3 2s are 6. Minus into minus plus 3 2s are 6. This is equal to, of course, 6 plus 6 is equal to 12. Therefore, this option will satisfy this equation. That is, option 3 will satisfy the equation. That is linear equation. Therefore, option C is the right one. Now, let us go to the fourth question. Please copy as soon as possible. If any doubts, please comment. Please like the video, share the video and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new to my channel. Now let us go to the fourth one. The fourth question says that identify the wrong statement. Here there is nothing to solve. Okay. In the first question, I have discussed three conditions about linear equations. These three conditions are very important conditions. Here in this question, that is question number 4, we are given with the options, 4 options. If you carefully observe my first question that I have discussed the 3 conditions, you can easily answer this one. Okay, please go through the first question that I have discussed some basics and you can answer this question. Now let us go to the fifth one. The question number 5 is on AP. We are given with the series -3, -1, 1, 3 and so on. Find the 10th term of the AP. We have to find here 10th term. And it is also said that these terms are in AP, that is arithmetic progression. Since we know the first term, that is A is equal to -3 and we have to find the D. How to find the D, value of D? It is nothing but second term minus first term. A2 minus A1. What is A2 here? -1, minus of -3. -1, minus into minus plus 3. That is -1 plus 3 is 2. The difference is 2. That is the value of D is 2 here. And the value of A is -3. How to find the value of 10th term? By using the formula an equal to A plus n minus 1 into D. This is the formula we have learnt. Here n equal to 10 because we have to find the value of 10th term. A10 is equal to, what is the value of A? -3 plus 10 minus 1 into, what is value of T? 2. A10 is equal to -3. 10 minus 1 is 9 into 2. A10 is equal to -3. 9 2s are 18. What is 18 plus 3? Sorry, -3 plus 18 is 15. Therefore, 10th term is 15. Value of 10th term is 15. Okay. Now let us go to the 6th one. Please copy as soon as possible. We will go to the next question, that is 6th one. Even the 6th question is based on AP. If any doubts, please comment. Please like the video, share the video. The 6th question is also based on AP. Here the question is, as you can see on the screen, the nth term of the AP is given, that is AN is equal to, question number 6, AN is equal to 7 minus 4n. Here we are given with the nth term, general form of nth term. Here we have to find the value of D, that is we have to find the common difference. How to find the common difference? Before finding the common difference, first we should know the terms, first, second, third and so on we should know. It is not necessary to know the more terms, okay? Since it is an general form of AP, that is AN equal to 7 minus 4n, it is enough to know just two terms. That is first two terms is enough, okay? That is A1 and A2. We will find now. That is when n is equal to 1, A1 is equal to 7 minus 4 into 1. That is A1 is equal to 7 minus 4, that is 3. This is the first term, that is A1. Now when n is equal to 2, A2 is equal to 7 minus 4 into 2. A2 is equal to 7 minus 4 to the 8, that is minus 1. This is first term and this is second term. It is enough to know two terms to find the value of D. What is D? That is nothing but A2 minus A1. Therefore D is equal to, what is the value of A2? Minus 1 minus of, what is A1? 3. Therefore value of D is minus 4. Therefore we got the value of D here. Option B is right. Now let us go to the 7th question. Please note down the answer as soon as possible. If any doubts, please comment. Now let us go to the 7th one. Please listen guys. Please study well. Let us go to the 7th. This 7th question is also based on AP. Okay. We are given with the terms 4, A, B, 28. It is also said that these all terms are in AP. Then we have to find the value of B here. Okay. Since they have given that they are in AP, the first thing that comes in our mind is what it comes. All the differences will be same. That is, common differences will be same. If I take this as A1, A2, A3 and A4, it is given that all the terms are in AP. If terms are in AP, it means A2 minus A1 will be is equal to A3 minus A2. This will be equal to A4 minus A3. Isn't it? Why these things are possible? Because they have said that all the terms are in AP. If terms are in AP, then this is possible. Please watch carefully. Don't get confused. Okay. Second term minus first term, third term minus second term, fourth term minus third term. Why it is possible? Because the common difference is same. Why common difference is same? Because it is said that they are in AP. Okay. Now, what is A2 here? A minus what is A1? 4 equal to what is A3? B minus what is A2? A. This is equal to what is A4? 28 minus what is A3? B. Now, let us solve one by one. First, we will solve these two equations and next we will solve these two equations. Now, let us go with these. When we solve these both first, A minus 4 is equal to B minus A. Now, I will bring this minus A in the other side. That is A minus A will become plus A equal to B. Minus 4, I will take it on the other side. That is minus 4 will become plus 4. A plus A is 2A is equal to B plus 4. Okay. Name it as equation 1. Now let us solve these two now. Okay. That is B minus A is equal to 28 minus b. Here again, here it is minus b. I will cross it the equal to, that is b minus a plus b is equal to 28. b plus b is 2b. That is equal to 28 minus a will become plus a on the other side. Now here we can find the value of a. Otherwise, we can also find the value of b. Here we will find the value of a only, because when we substitute here, it will become very easy. What will become value of a? A is equal to 2b minus 28. Now substituting the value of this a in this equation, that is equation 1. Okay, let us substitute a. What is value of a? 2b minus 28. 2b minus 28 is equal to b plus 4. What is? Now we will solve this bracket. Okay, 2 2s are 4b minus 28 2s is 56 equal to b plus 4. Okay, now I will bring this b on the other side. This plus b will become minus b. 4b minus b is equal to 4 plus 56. 4b minus b is 3b is equal to 4 plus 56 is 60. b is equal to 20. The value of b is 20 here. Okay, you have to solve very carefully. Okay, sometimes what happens is you may get confused here. Sometimes you may feel that this is very lengthy. If you know the problem, how to solve, then it is very easy problem. The value of b is 20. Here the option A is right. Please note down as soon as possible. Otherwise you can take your screenshots. If any doubts, please comment. Please like the video, share the video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Now let us go to the 8th question. Again, the 8th question is based on AP itself. I will rub the board now. Please note down the solutions neatly. Please revise them. If any doubts, please don't forget to comment. Please ask the doubts. And one more thing is, this is a very good chance to score. Okay. Maybe you will be given with grades. Whatever it is, but study well. Know the basics so that even it will help in your higher studies. Now let us go to the 8th one. Two arithmetic progression has the same common difference if the first term of the first progression is 3 and that of the other is 8, then the difference between the third term is. Here we are given with two arithmetic progression. Let us solve one by one. First AP and second AP. Please don't get confused. We are given with two APs. It is said that both the APs are having the same common difference. It means the common difference value is the same for both the APs. Okay. It is said that if the first term of the first progression, this is the first progression, then its first term is 3. It means its first term A is 3. Okay, and that of the others, it means second AP's first term is 8. And please remember that both the APs are having same common difference, that is, let us assume it as D. Why I am assuming D on both the sides? Because both the APs are having same common differences. Okay. Here, in the first AP, let us know the third term. What is the third term? We know the general form of an AP, that is AN equal to A plus n minus 1 into d. What is third term here? That is a3 is equal to, what is a? 3. 3 plus 3 minus 1 into the difference. I will take d itself because the difference they have not given. What is the value of a3 now? 3. 3 minus 1, 2. 3 plus 2d. This is the third term of first AP. Okay, now let us know the third term of second AP. That is, the general form is an equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. Okay, here we have to find again third term a3 equal to, what is value of a? 8. 8 plus 3 minus 1 into d. Again here we don't know the value of d. Okay, here I have taken it as d, and one more thing is both the APs are having the same common difference, so I have taken d on both the sides, that is first AP and second AP. Here a3 equal to 8, 3 minus 1 is 2, that is 2d. Please watch carefully. From the first AP and from the second AP, I have found the third term. They have asked us what? The difference between the third terms. It means third term of second AP minus third term of first AP. Okay. What is the third term of second AP? 8 plus 2d. 8 plus 2d minus, what is third term of first AP? 3 plus 2d. Please remember, students, please don't forget to put this bracket. Why? Because if you forget these brackets, no, you can't multiply this negative sign to the 2d. Okay, you should be very careful in these cases. 8 plus 2d minus 3 minus 2d. Okay, here plus 2d and minus 2d gets cancelled. 8 minus 3 is 5. This is the answer. This is the difference between third terms of both the APs. That is third term of second AP minus third term of first AP. Go through it once. Go through. It is very easy. There is nothing to be confused. Okay. Please take the screenshots. If any doubts, please comment. Please don't forget to clear your doubts. That is the most important thing. And one more thing is, please go through the model question papers very carefully. These are very important questions. Important questions means not in sake of same questions. It means the difficulty level will be same in examination. Okay. Now let us go to the next question. That is question number 9. This is question number 8. Okay. Now next we will go to the question number 9. Now let us go to the, I will rub the board. Let us go to the question number 9. Please note down as soon as possible. The ninth question is, the sum of first n terms of an AP is given by a formula. Here we are given with a formula, that is Sn is equal to 3n square plus n. Here we are given with the sum of first n terms formula, that is Sn is equal to 3n square plus n, and we are asked to find the third term of the AP. What we are asked to find? Third term of AP. What they have given us? They have given us the formula of first n terms. When they ask this type of questions, no, we have one formula, that is an is equal to Sn minus S of n minus 1. Please remember this formula. Okay. When Sn will be given, no, will be asked to find the third term, fourth term, fifth term, whatever it is, we have to use this formula, that is an is equal to Sn minus S of n minus 1. Here we are asked to find the value of third term. It means n is equal to 3, isn't it? Now we will substitute n is equal to 3 in this equation, that is a3 is equal to s3 minus s of 3 minus 1, that is a3 is equal to s3 minus s of 3 minus 1 means 2, that is s2. First, using this formula we have to find the s3 and s2. Okay. Now let us find s3 and s2. When n is equal to 3 in this formula, that is s3 is equal to 3 into 3 square plus 3. Okay, s3 is equal to 3 into 3 3s are 9 plus 3. s3 is equal to 9 3s are 27. 27 plus 3 30. s3 is 30. Now we will find s2. s2 is equal to 3 into 2 square plus 2, that is s2 is equal to 3 into 2 2s are 4 plus 2. s2 is equal to 4 3s are 12 plus 2 14. The value of s2 is 14. Now we have found the s3 and s2. When we substitute it in this formula, we will get a3, that is a3 is equal to s3 minus s2. What is s3? 30. What is s2? 14. 14. That is a3 is equal to 16. The value of third term of this AP is 16. Please go through the formula. This formula is very, very important formula. Okay. Now let us go to the 10th question. This will be the last question of this session. Okay. If any doubts, please comment. Please share the video and like the video. Please don't forget to subscribe my YouTube channel. Now let us go to the question number 10. What is the question number 10? We are given with the quadratic equation. Here we have to find the constant term. Okay, we will find it. Please note down as soon as possible. Please take the screenshots. If any doubts, please don't hesitate to ask the doubts. And one more thing is, please all of you take the printouts of the model question paper. Okay. Daily 10 questions I will be solving from model question paper, so that it will be not heavy for you guys, so that you cannot confuse. It will be easy. And one more thing, I am going with basics. I am going with very, very basics. If you people need some more basics, no, please comment me so that I can make one more video on that related to basics. Now let us go to the last question, that is 10th question in today's session. We are given with the quadratic equation 3x square minus 3 of 2x minus 4 is equal to 0. The constant term in this quadratic equation after reducing it to the standard form. Okay. Please watch carefully. Here we are given with the one equation we are given. Okay. What they have said is we have to reduce this equation to the standard form of quadratic equation. In this question they have asked us to reduce. Sometimes what they will ask is, they will ask direct questions. It means they will ask us to write the standard form of quadratic equation itself. What is the standard form of quadratic equation? Standard form of quadratic equation, very, very important, and they may ask. Okay, This is very easy. Ax square plus bx plus c. This is the standard form of quadratic equation. Now here what we have to do is we have to reduce this equation in the standard form. Okay, and we have to find the constant term in this. How to reduce this? Go through. Here 3x square is given. The easy method is we have to remove this brackets. It means we have to solve this bracket. How to solve this bracket? Minus 3 into 2x and minus 3 into minus 4x. Okay? Isn't it easy? Now I will solve it. 3x square, watch carefully, minus 3 into 2x, minus 6x, minus 3 into minus 4, plus 12 is equal to 0. Now compare this standard form of quadratic equation with this equation. What is the constant term here? Here it is c and here it is 12, that is c is equal to 12. This is the constant term of the quadratic equation after reducing the equation. Please be very careful, because sometimes you may confuse the linear equations, quadratic equations and cubic equations. Okay, if it is linear, no, the highest power will be the, it means the degree of the polynomial will be 1. Okay, if it is linear. If it is quadratic, then it will be a degree of the polynomial will be or equation will be 2. Okay, if it is cubic, then the degree of the equation will be 3. Okay, please, this is the last question of this session. Tomorrow we will continue with the next from question number 11. Thank you, students. Please watch the video completely. Please share the video. Okay, please don't forget to share. Please subscribe also and like the video. Thank you.